What's up, everyone? This is King Crypto, and today we're going to talk about how Bitcoin just shot up above $8,000. And what does this mean for the crypto community, for the future of Bitcoin, and what can we gather from it right now? So, first off, I'd like to say I'm on vacation, so right now I don't have a lot of time to make videos on the daily, but of course, for something like today, I'll make an exception. So, stick around because I will still be making videos, but next week I'm going to kick it back into full swing. Now, why did Bitcoin hit 8,000? I think it's pretty clear. I don't think you really need my judgment on this, but if you'd like, I will say it yet again. And it's because of ETFs. It's the fact that an ETF could be approved as early as next month or in September. It's also important to note that there's not just one ETF that is trying to be applied for, right? There's different companies that want to implement ETFs of their own. So there's more than just one chance of this happening. Uh, just for your information, as we could see, uh, SEC delays decision on Bitcoin ETFs until September, and they're saying they're postponing any decision filed by Direxion Investments in January 2018, and they're saying, according to the commission, designates September 21st as the date by which the commission shall either approve or disapprove the proposed rule change. So we can also see, though, notably none of the ETF proposals being postponed are from VanEck or SolidX, which are currently under discussion, and the decision could be made as soon as next month in August. So if you understand what I'm saying, it's like there's not just one ETF. It's a few different companies that are trying to do the same thing. CBOE as well. They also applied for an ETF. So uh, there's so many applications, and there is a possibility that one of these companies is considered legitimate enough and has enough regulations in place already that the SEC will find it appropriate to create an ETF for Bitcoin. So that is pretty interesting, and it is a little confusing. So that's why I say make sure you pay attention to what's going on, because you're gonna want to know is the minute if this is approved or not approved, because that really will sway Bitcoin. Bitcoin's momentum is riding off of this ETF thing. Okay, we saw Bitcoin pretty much hanging out around 6,000 for quite some time, and it is now at 8,200 just about. So and that is really just from momentum, from buy the rumor kind of thing, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. In this case, however, though, I don't know if you'd want to sell this kind of news because it might come out in your favor. So that's why I say make sure that you have very clear understanding of what you're doing, because this is still risky. Now, you can see Bitcoin went up to 8,000 around the midnight hours of July 24th, depending on where you live, at least where I am right now. That's what happened. And now we see it's sitting comfortably at 8,185. So it's great, man. It's great. And not only that, but I think a big part of this is because it's clear that the excitement is really justified, because people see that this actually will happen. A lot of people believe it, and I kind of think so too. Uh, I still have my reservations, but I do believe that this really could happen. And there's some sources coming from the CFTC that's saying I would call it 90% at this point. The crypto markets have moderated, and regulators have watched the lack of drama surrounding Bitcoin futures. The lack of drama. That's a good point. With Bitcoin futures, I mean, of course, it felt like Bitcoin futures was actually destroying the market, uh, and it could have possibly caused kind of like a hibernation period for a while, but there really wasn't any scandalous behavior happening, at least from what it seems to be. It seems to be that way, but of course it's hard to say. But if they feel that way, if the CFTC feels like there hasn't been, then fine, that's great. Let's make sure that we can pass this ETF. Okay, and a lot of people as well, a lot of polls I've been watching where like 80% of the crypto community believes that this will be passed this time by this year. And so the articles just keep getting more bullish and bullish. We can also see that companies are reacting to this. I've never seen so many companies want to get involved. Goldman Sachs CEO saying that he likes cryptocurrencies and that he wants to maybe implement it their in their financial products. BlackRock is getting involved with a working team to try to figure out what they can do to include clients in. And there's way more where that came from. It's incredible how many people are doing this, and it makes me wonder that, oh, maybe the CTF's really happening because all these insiders are doing, all these insiders are really starting to talk positively about cryptocurrency and the blockchain. I don't know if I said this already, but and Google and Facebook both have reversed its ad ban, which is crazy because all this bad news was coming in like February, and now everything just seems to be reversing itself. So I don't know. I don't blame people to think that could be manipulation. But in any case, Bitcoin is up and it feels very good. So, we can't win every battle, but this is a good one. And I think Bitcoin has momentum to break through 20,000 if this thing can break, right? If this ETF can come out in our favor. So just to make people understand the market right now, we could see that we passed the 50 and the 100 moving average, 100-day moving average. And now we're just waiting at the 200-day moving average, which looks very intimidating at this point because that broke down around March, unfortunately. And a few months have passed, I guess 4 months, and here we are now, and we're getting dauntingly close. So the resistance is about 8,700, and that's going to be a tight resistance. So we're going to have to break through that before we can really say this is a bull run. However, it is important to note that 200-day moving average, which is right around here, the last time that happened was the last bull run, right? Right here, and around the later 2015. And ever since that fateful day, we saw that shoot up to 20,000. Then we broke down a little bit, and now it looks like we could do it again. And if we do, I think we can justifiably say we're in bull run territory. Once that ETF comes out in our approval, then things really will start picking up, and the last bull run will look like a joke compared to this one. So that's all I got to say about that, guys. Get excited because this really looks like it could happen. But also be cautious and play it safe. Don't put any more money than you already have. Well, you know what I'm saying. It's the 10% rule. If you're going to invest, put 10% of your money into something so that you still can comfortably live by and not worry every minute where the chart is. It's not a good habit to have as somebody who's holding cryptocurrency. So that's essentially it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be talking to you guys on the next one. I don't know when that will be, but you better believe I will be out and about. So let's get cryptical, guys. Have a great day. Please subscribe, comment, like if you liked the video, and you could win some Litecoin for the next video. All right, guys. I'll see you.